How have you designed this game world, to best take advantage of the customization of these characters?
So one of the things that we've done in Skylanders Swap Force is design the levels around this dynamic swappability feature, which does take into account having over 250 unique character combinations with the Swap Force characters. And so the combat encounters and really the level designs and the environmental paths and the puzzles and such are all based around having that sense of discovery and having that sense of just strategy, if you will. But at the same time, it also takes into account that you'll have a lot of new core characters. One of the mantras of the team is that we never want one character to really feel more special or just overtly more powerful than another. So we really design everything around the Swap Force characters and like in the previous game, the Giants or just the core characters. We do have these interesting types of characters. So it's important that they all play to the degree that they're all fun. But with Skylanders Swap Force, we do add this. We are adding this other layer that we're calling the Swap Force zones, which are zones that are specifically designed around these new traversal mechanics that the Swap Force characters feature.
Now, can you talk about the new worlds players will be exploring in this game?
So we have some really interesting locations in Skylanders Swap Force. The story takes place in an area that we haven't seen before. It's called the Cloudbreak Islands. And it's this really cool place in Skylands that really is home to a magic volcano. And this magic volcano erupts every 100 years, and it replenishes the magic in Skylands. So Chaos, our main villain, is back, and he basically has figured out a way to use this volcano to spread darkness. And so with this crazy grand plan, it's up to you as a Portal Master to bring back the Swap Force and use them and use your core characters to stop him. And it really has allowed us to introduce some cool new environments. So we have lush jungles, we have some old west towns where you're going to see pirates and cowboy sharks fight each other. You're going to get into an epic snowball fight in sort of these ice snow levels that feature trolls and cyclops. So it's really going to allow us to have the same sort of variety and magic and charm that we saw in the previous games, but in a whole new set of environments in Swap Force.
And what do you feel has been the secret sauce to Skylanders' success thus far?
If there was to be one thing that I would say, captures what, could be considered the secret sauce of Skylanders, it's just magic. It's the magic of bringing toys to life. It's the magic of taking something from the physical world, toys that kids love, and video games, which kids also love, and bringing them together in a way that hasn't been seen before. And that truly is magic. In fact, we actually call that moment that you place a toy down on a portal of power and see it come to life as the magic moment. And so it's about magic, it's about charm, and it's also about just that quirky humor and relatability that a world like Skylands brings to kids in the experience.
Now, were there any Swap Force characters that were great on pen and paper but didn't quite make it into the game?
So the process for developing characters for Skylanders is pretty detailed, as you might imagine, and pretty interesting. And so really in the concept phase, when the talented folks at the developer is just kind of brainstorming and doing sketches and thinking about not only from a visual design what would be cool, but also from an ability standpoint what would be cool, because obviously those two things need to go together. And so there are many sort of designs and sketches and things that the development team puts together, and then we just start to narrow down and start to go through our iteration process in defining, what is the need of a particular character, what are going to be the abilities, what's new about that character, what haven't we seen before that we've seen in the previous characters, how is it going to be new and fresh, and at the same time, how is it going to be varied within the whole set of new toys. So by introducing, for example, 32 new characters in Swap Force, we need to make sure that each one's interesting, each one has its own twist. And so certainly in that iterative process, for example, in the beginning, there are a lot of tweaks, a lot of things that we do to make sure that they're all awesome in the end.
And when can we play Swap Force?
Skylanders Swap Force will be available this fall.